It's Wrestlemania season, and with the big one right around the corner, coming to join us, Elizabeth, I, Peter Porker, as part of the Preston E. Garrison Network, will be taking a look at each match in no particular order and giving you my predictions. First, we have the confirmed matches for Night 1, Austin Theory versus John Cena. It's a classic story of upstart and cocky young star versus the seasoned seen it all but you can't see me veteran in Cena. I believe this match will see Austin going over on Cena to retain the U.S. title, as the young star Austin Theory needs the W, and Cena will no doubt be too busy of a boy to defend the U.S. title with his Hollyweird schedule anyway. We won't be seeing him much after Mania. See what I did there? Moving on. Also confirmed for Night 1 is Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Stinkin' Paul. This will very likely be the insane high spot barn-burning show stealer of the night, as both men are known for their insane abilities to fly like they're on a case of Red Bull. However, I'm going to give the win to Rollins on this one because he needs the win, taking 3 losses to Cody Rhodes last year, and this win can help catapult him back to title contention while not harming the brash and bright newcomer Paul, as he has quite the future in the business if he sticks with it for the long haul. Sorry, I had to get that out of the system. Also confirmed for Night 1 is the 6-woman tag match between Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch going up against Damage Control. I'm predicting a win for Damage Control on this one, as the rumored heel turn of Trish Stratus on her team helps the Hills pick up the W and cementing Stratus in the Hills stratosphere that hasn't been seen since she turned on Jericho and sided with Christian nearly 10 years ago. Man, I feel old. Up next is the battle of the big beefy boys, as these two rampaging movie monsters come to life in Brock Lesnar and Omos to do battle in the ring. I predict a quick yet explosive victory for Lesnar in a few minutes after Omos dominates him at first, but gets planted with the world's biggest F5. Lesnar for the win. Also confirmed for Night 1 on Saturday night is the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship match, as Charlotte Flair defends against Royal Rumble winner Rhea Ripley. Say that 5 times fast. Believe it or not, I'm seeing this as Rhea Ripley's big breakout year. Ripley will make us believers believe, as believe it or not, she wins the title from Flair. Woo! Also on Night 1, as Saturday Night Special rocks on, it is Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the WWE Raw Women's No, I sound like Ruby Doo. I mean the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Now I sound like Elmo Fudd. Let's try this one more time. The WWE Raw Women's Championship will go on Night 1, as Night 1 has Bianca Belair facing Asuka. I predict Bianca Belair versus Asuka will have Bianca Belair retaining the title. Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre, I'm predicting to go on Night 2, as it is for the Intercontinental title, and Night 1 already has the US title, and I also predict Gunther retaining. I also predict this loss will serve as sowing the seeds for the heel turn for Drew McIntyre on his buddy Sheamus down the road, perhaps by SummerSlam. We will also get a Hell in a Cell match, which will see a darker, brooding Edge taking on the Judgment Day version of the Demon Finn Balor. The Demon will take the victory over Edge. Will a rumored Mick Foley, who has been said to come back to turn on Edge, make this victory possible? Edge and Mrs. Foley's baby boy do have quite the history together. Night 2 needs more matches. I'm giving this one to Night 2. Aren't I nice? I'm also going to give the Women's Showcase Fatal 4-Way to Night 2 because Night 1 already has a lot of women's matches, and this will give Night 2 a woman's match. Symmetry, baby! Like Macho Man once said, I am OCD, what cool dude! Dig it! Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez will take on Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Cruella DeVille. I'm predicting Rousey and Baszler to dominate and win and catapult themselves into some major damage into the women's tag team division in WWE like the two psycho sisters they are. Next up, we have the Men's WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Team matches. Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. I'm giving the Big V to Valhalla and her Viking on Night 2, as my winners of Night 1 will need some top-level heelish competitors. Speaking of the Devils, on Night 1, the Usos will be dethroned by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. From here, I'm predicting Jay leaving the Bloodline, followed by Jimmy going face, leading to eventual battles for main event Jey Uso against Roman Reigns, perhaps at SummerSlam. I'm predicting Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio for Night 1, as Rey will battle his son in this long-awaited family feud. Dominic is looking like Eddie Guerrero, growing out a beard and growing a mullet each and every day. He even went as far as saying he wished Eddie was his poppy on Raw this past Monday. This completes a full circle story way back in 2005 when Eddie was trying to get in Rey Mysterio's head, saying he is Dom's poppy. Again, man, do I feel old. I'm thinking Dom comes out in a lowrider complete with Eddie Guerrero heel theme circa 2005. Can you feel the heat to really get under Rey's skin? Dom will win this match, which will go on to set up a series between father and son. You know Rey will be looking for a win over his bratty boy at SummerSlam, as this rejuvenation of Dom's career has rejuvenated Rey's passion to stay in wrestling a little longer than he was originally stating he would. Before we get to the main event, let's look at Big Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt, shall we? I don't believe this once advertised match will happen at WrestleMania, but I am going on the pretty easy pick of Lashley winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on SmackDown and arriving at Mania to brag about it. LA Knight will come out and challenge Bobby Lashley for a match, which Bobby Lashley will win in short order. I'm also predicting that Bray Wyatt will be interrupting, if not in person, via satellite, maybe with Uncle Howdy showing up to send a message to Bobby from Bray to set up a feud for future events. Perhaps even Alexa Bliss will show up to make her spooky presence felt too. And now here is the big daddy of them all, and the granddaddy of them all, as Roman Reigns puts his undisputed WWE Universal Championship on the line against Cody Rhodes on the main event of Night 2. Cody will be finishing his story and winning the championship from the Tribal Chief, and the titles would last be split, as Cody keeps one to vacate the other to go to SmackDown and give that brand a much-needed title. Reigns goes on to feud with the family, and I'm going on to wish you a happy WrestleMania weekend, citizens. This is Pete R. Porter saying, have an Excelsior day.